Hello, everyone. I would like to present you the results of research on the topic technological process of working with documented information in the organization as an indicator corporate information substructure. The 21st century is characterized by the continuous implementation of information and communication technologies rapidly developing in all spheres of business and every organization as a subject of social management, regardless of the form of ownership the organization. This requires through information support for corporate management use the latest technologies for working with documented information as well as the appropriate competence of employers. The study highlights the issues of implementing modern information and communication technologies of working with documented information aimed at creating a perfect information product as a result of personal joint activity in general and professional competence, as well as a system of methods of cooperation and integration to ensure the effective corporate management and achieve certain goals in the development of corporate culture. The term technology of working with documented information is based on the concept of technology, which is quite stable and apparent in business communication regarding to problems that have arisen on the way to improve the organization of production. The technology of working with documented information in the institution can be considered as purposefully organized sets of processes using computer technologies that provide rapid creation of documented information, including access to source of information regardless of their location, rapid search for relevant information, organization of information, information processing, etc. On the slide, you can see the two main concepts of the term corporate information culture. Our methodology of studying the technologies of working with documented information as an indicator of the level of corporate information culture consists in the application of conceptual modeling and concrete to abstract methods, as well as technological and corporative methods. The end result of our teamwork is the creation of perfect information culture of an organization, its corporate culture, which allows involving of all departments of the organization and individuals in the process of achieving a common goal, mobilizing employee initiative, cultivating a commitment to the organization, improving communication processes, and correcting their behavior. The formation of this system, the formation of corporate information culture and its sustainable development provide a new quality of management based on the knowledge, skills, and experience of staff in the effective use of all elements of information potential. The least information and telecommunications technology, the use of science-intensive products, modern information system, and appropriate information chain. It is a state of information technology provision for corporate management as an indicator of efficiency and quality of management is a value that reflect the appropriate level of corporate information culture. The main components and elements that ensure the corporate information culture are shown in the slide. Each of these components shown in the slide is relevant and inseparable from the others and needs separate consideration and detailed explanation. The culture of documented information flow management includes the ability to manage the technological processes of attaching information to the document information system, receipt of electronic document by the executor, preparation of its project, approval, legal examination, review of the document by the manager. As an example, the technological process of transferring document from the system of electronic interaction of executive bodies to the documented information system of the institution are presented in the slide. Technological process of working with documents in the documented information system of the institution now are shown in the next slide. And I want to highlight that technical and technological culture includes the ability to use application software to solve management problems based on the combination of human intellectual abilities with the functionality of information systems, the ability of implement appropriate information technology. The corporate information culture should be considered not as a certain constant, but as an organic combination of information cultures of its structural units, individual groups, and individual professionals who are constantly interacting, developing, and have different levels of corporate information culture formation. The effectiveness of technological process associated with documented information in terms of forming the corporate culture largely depends on the appropriate level of the information culture of an organization. An organization with a high level of information culture is more competitive, democratic, and stable, less centralized, more able to meet the needs of market consumers, can better navigate the environment. To identify the relationship between the level of information culture and technologies of working with documented information, for example, to determine the relationship between two quality features based on the methods of interconnectedness, let's use the contingency coefficient and the coefficient of association. To calculate them, let's construct a full cell cooperation table showing the relationship between two phenomena, each of which is alternative, consists of two qualitatively different feature values, for example, high and level. The coefficient of association, CA, allows to investigate the connection between alternative attributes and is calculating using the formula which are presented in our topic. The coefficient of association is measured in the range from -1 to +1, and the closer this indicator to 1 or -1, the more strongly the studied attributes are incoming. According to the statistical tables, it is possible to establish either the probability of occurrence of the calculated value according to a given number of degrees of freedom is assuming the independence of attributes, or the tabular value of chi-square quotation, which corresponds to the significance level. The numerical value of person coefficient varies from 0 to 1. The closer is it to 1, the closer the relationship between them. But even at a value of 0.3, we can talk about the relationship between variation of the study qualitative characteristic. When studying the formula for calculate confidence coefficient for the analysis of alternative attributes, were selected departments of the Faculty of Transport and Information Technology of National Transport University, namely Department of Philosophy, Department of Foreign Languages, Department of Information Analysis, and Department of Information technologies. The practical results obtained using this coefficient calculation formula are given in table, which you can see on the slide. As values of A, B, C, and D parameters, percentages of the level of corporate information culture are taken, and the level of information technologies with alternative groups of variation less than 15% and more than 15% that is shown in table in the slide. Also in the slide you can see a graphical representation of the relation between column A and column C. The above example shows that the mathematical and statistical instrument can be used to determine the tightness of the relationship between the level of application of information technologies and the level of corporate information culture. However, in the process of corporate information culture development, one cannot be satisfied with the study of scientific principles of implementing information and technological process for management support. In particular, general theoretical problems become important as they are the basic for solving applied problems of information provision for management in terms of modern concepts of management, sociology, law, informology, document science, linguistics, psychology, culturology, etc. Cooperation or confrontation of employees depends on their interaction or opposition, as well as on the degree of their alliance into one team. If the manager has the will or to create a professional team of employees, then the end result of this management will be factorial social psychological effects. Those accumulations then can be defined as a product of completed management work as a new level of information culture of the management entity. The development of corporate information culture is important both for employees and for building a unified management strategy by their manager. It must become the key of the effective and successful operation of the institution as part of its corporate culture and the culture of the information society as a whole. The higher the level of corporate information culture, excuse me, 1 minute, please. The higher the level of corporate information culture as a social community and the main object of the overall cultural creativity of the staff, the higher image and competitiveness of the organization. And the last one, my conclusion, the task of the head of an organization is to identify factors and conditions that contribute the both of coincidence and differences of culture, social groups, and individuals, to select such system of norms and values that would most adequately express the needs of its further development. The corporate information culture must become the key of its effective and successful performance as a subject of culture, part of social structure, and the information society as a whole. That's all about my presentation. I thank you for your attention and wish you all the good things.